Good day, all you dreamers, keepers, and reptile enthusiasts. It's the conductor from Sky High Morse, and welcome to Sky's the Limit Network. So like always, we're going to go ahead and give all our shout outs to everybody out in the comments, roll our sponsors, and then bring out our guests. So first off, we have Keys. Thank you for coming out, Keys. Greatly appreciate it. We got the Whiskey Bomb Network up in the house. We have Clowning Around Pythons. Dustin, thank you guys for coming out. Let's see who else we have. We also have Wiz, part of the Whiskey Bomb Network. Thank you for coming out, Wiz. We also have JNS James Perry. Thank you for coming out. Have All City Serpents, James B. Thank you for coming out tonight. And it looks like that's everybody in the chat right now. As you guys pop in, we will definitely pop your name up there on the comments. If you guys have any questions for the guests, make sure you put them in the comments and we'll make sure we'll try to get to them. You guys know our co-host, Brad and Buddy from Frontline Reptiles. And with that, let's go ahead and bring out two of the most kindest, generous, big-hearted people that we have in our industry, Nikki and Kurt from Irresistibles. Nikki and Kurt, how you guys doing? Thank you for coming on the show. I greatly appreciate it. It is an honor for me because, like I said, you guys are some of the biggest, kindest-hearted people I've met, especially in this industry. So for the people out there that don't know who you are, could you tell us a little bit about who you are and what Irresistibles and Radery is to you?
Oh, we're just simple folk. Yeah.
So we're Kurt and Nikki. We have a bunch of ball pythons in a shed. No.
Yeah, basically that's how it started. A couple in a shed, and now we've got we tend to sit about 100 animals.
So we've got our ball pythons. We have our king snakes for fun. We have frogs and spiders for fun, and then we have our rats, which keep us going.
Yeah.
So where did the Irresistible Python and Radery name come from?
We're some goofballs that like to have a lot of fun, and we really love puns. The two of us are very punny.
Yeah.
As you will
wordplay, just dumb dad jokes, that kind of stuff.
Love those.
Oh, I love dumb dad jokes.
Brought us Irresistible pythons.
Yeah. Retrospect, right? Spelling it's not very
really
fun.
Hard to spell. I met with a person today and I was like, they were like, I need your PayPal. I'm like, okay, hold on. Nope, that's too many E's. You got to delete one of those E's. Just hold on.
And now with your guys' logo, I will say I love your guys' logo. You can see it from a mile away. What inspired you guys to go with such a colorful logo?
Oh man. Lots of things, people that we love that are in the community, and we wanted to have our rainbow be front and center because we believe everybody is important, and we wanted everybody to feel comfortable when they came to our table and know that it's a safe place to be.
Yeah, they're not going to get ridiculed for, being themselves at our table.
Right.
We'll talk to you. You can bend our ear, throw out some advice if you're looking for it.
Now, how long have you guys been breeding?
What is it? 3 years?
3 years.
3
years, yeah. But it's been a struggle for us.
It's been a rough 3 years.
Been an easy 3 years. We have had a lot of strife along our way. We had our snakes in here originally where we're sitting, and we bred them and then moved them. Several of them had been bred, and then we moved them out into our snake shack.
Okay.
And then they all reabsorbed.
Oh, wow.
Or they laid clutches of infertile eggs. So
that kind
of
on
the comeback now.
Yeah. That kind of hurts the season a little bit when you have that happen to you. So
yeah.
With you guys being fairly new into the industry, what is some of the favorite things you have learned so far? And some of, let's say, the most memorable moments you've had so far.
Oh, memorable. We went to
the Southeast.
Thank you. I always want to call it Southwest
because we flew Southwest to get there.
Okay.
to
Sorry, Bob.
Southeast in March. February.
It was February.
Valentine's weekend.
Yeah, it was a blast. We got to meet almost everybody. Almost everybody was at that show. But the flu we got was terrible. The con flu, man.
Sick. So the people have been meeting. The people has been the best part so far. Like Craig, our best friend, and Lace and Keys and Wiz,
yeah,
and James and Dustin, and oh my gosh, all the people that
Antoine. Didn't we meet Antoine? High Desert.
Yes.
Baldhead or Jeff from Baldhead Balls. I mean, everybody.
The problem is we could spend the whole 60 minutes telling all the wonderful people that we love very much.
I know.
So if we didn't say your name, we're sorry. We love you.
But yeah,
we have short-term amnesia.
So how many expos do you guys usually vend at?
So that's the tricky part with Nikki's. So Nikki's a teacher, and she doesn't get to have the opportunities to take a lot of time off.
Because I have the summer.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, and then you've got like teacher shortages and stuff like that make it very difficult for her to get a sub for like a Friday or a Monday when we need to head to these expos. So we probably do 2 to 3 a year.
Okay.
Just because of restraint.
So do you find that you guys do more online sales than selling at expos then? Because you're only doing 2 to 3 a year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done tons of Morph Market auction stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we're in like a holding pattern because so we had it. We moved the snakes to the snake shack. They reabsorbed or laid in fertile clutches. Then we had a bad incubator. We got an incubator from somebody else that worked great for them, and it did not work well for us. Then our new incubator I had the temperature too low. You see how this keeps snowballing. Yeah. Then I adjusted it, and now it's fantastic. So the last 3 clutches we had were great.
No, that was the last 3 of the last 6 were great.
Yeah.
The last 3 were all infertile.
Oh, yeah. And then we had 3 clutches of no good eggs again.
So there's
got to be good luck coming for us at some point.
Oh, yes. And from the clutches that you've had so far, and that not counting the infertile ones or the ones that didn't make it, what has been the most exciting thing that you guys hashed out so far?
Oh my gosh, what's your favorite? I think I know what your favorite is.
I don't know.
You're gonna say the GHI stuff.
Yeah, the GHI stuff's pretty cool, but I also like the
I like the mystery stuff that we got. So we had a pied clutch, and it was inchy pied, so they should have been low white pieds, but they all came out high white pieds with like hardly any pattern.
Yeah, we think there's a special, but it also could be any one of the Bell genes in there because they all have blue eyes and red pupils.
Red pupils, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay,
but they're really pretty.
James B is asking if you guys are going to the Hillsborough show.
We are not, James. We were going to, but then with the incubator problem because of me, we are not going to be coming.
Kept telling her, I'm like, I think we're gonna have to turn that thing up.
It's the same temperature we incubated our first incubator at.
The first season, we had 100% success off of that temp.
We were lulled into a false sense of security, people. It was great. And then we were borrowing that incubator and we gave it back. The difference is that incubator had like exceptional airflow.
Yeah, so it was a quail egg incubator. I don't know if you guys have seen those. Those things move air like
it was fast. It was wonderful, crazy. Except for we would have to have like 4 of those incubators to equal the 1 incubator we have now. Now we have a Wilbanks incubator, which now that we have it set at the right temperature is fantastic. Yeah. It's just it has less airflow. It has great airflow, just less airflow than the whale incubator did.
So we got to rewind real quick though there for a second. Did she just admit that she was wrong at something? No, wait.
I did. I've admitted it a lot.
Women don't do that.
You guys, it's 1 in a million over here. Yeah. 1 in a million.
But okay,
I have admitted to him a lot that I have screwed that one up because it seemed like the right thing and it was not the right thing.
So, and once again, you guys have only been doing this 3 years. So You also are being sponsored by Husbandry Pro, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So you want to tell us a little bit about that? Give them a little bit of shout out for your sponsors.
Oh, absolutely. So we love Husbandry Pro. Have a million more things to learn on it. Kurt's even using
I'm using my Husbandry Pro mug.
Look at that. He's using his mug. No, Kurt and I, when we started, we got Billy's Patreon, and we've had Husbandry Pro forever.
Yeah, we pretty much were instant adopters of Husbandry Pro.
We just were not good at using it.
Yeah.
And then Kurt's work went on strike. And Kurt spent that time on strike learning how to use Husbandry Pro.
Yeah, re-inputting everything after we made some animal adjustments. So we cleaned out our collection and moved out probably at the time 40-ish animals that we decided that we just weren't going to use. We wanted to go in a different direction.
So Kurt got everything switched over to Husbandry Pro, and then he said, "Let me show you how to use it." And I said, "No." I said, "I have to learn how to use it. I have to figure it out on my own. Let me struggle through, because that's what people are going to be doing. And as I struggle through, and then Kurt said, you should make videos of it as you figure things out." And so I started making the videos, and then Husbandry Pro and us started talking, and they're wonderful. And
yeah, Zach's really good to deal with.
Zach is amazing. Then started making the videos and been trying to do them every Monday, but summer and the beginning of school hit hard. So I finally did another one couple weeks ago. Get back into it, but
nice.
Yep. Nice. And Charlie, he also sponsors us. He integrates through shed testing through Husbandry Pro,
which is phenomenal.
And it does. I will say that makes it so much easier, because I use Husbandry Pro myself. So when you do need to use the shed testing or anything like that, it makes it so easy. You can just scroll through your animals, see that, oh, well, I have something that says 50%, and it has a little red dot that blinks. Just click on it, and it takes you right to Charlie's page, order the shed test. Everything's imported so easily. You don't have to fumble around by entering in your animal ID. It's all really easily imported right into it. Order the test, send out the check. There it is.
You know what else is the really good thing about that blinking light? Nobody likes an unanswered notification. So we all want to click that and send in our
it really helps with our ADHD. It's like, oh, look, there's a blinky light right there.
We can't have it stay there. We have to get rid of it. Send in the shed.
Yes.
And I got to say, we did have some really good success on one of our last shed test runs.
Yes.
We picked up a POS het hypo POS het puzzle female.
Okay.
We don't remember where we got it from.
It was from an auction a long time ago.
It's like
one of the YouTube auctions.
Yeah, it's like a 3 gene
3 years ago.
And it hit both hypo and puzzle het.
Nice. Now, where would you guys like to see Irresistibles go? Let's say in the next 10 to 15 years.
Oh my gosh, we want to just still be here having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Having fun is the key there. We don't want to get so serious where it's like it becomes a job.
We've gotten that far with the rats before, where it was consuming us, and then realized that we were happier if we toned back the rats and had more time as a family. So keeping the family time and still being around while still loving the snakes and rats is important for us.
Okay. And what came first, the rats or the snakes?
Snakes did. And then I don't know about you guys, but out here at the time, it was like $5 for a weaned rat. Now, recently, it's gone up to 10 last time I checked. Wow. They were selling live weans for $10 a piece. It's
terrible.
Made me sick. But
so we got the snakes, or we got a couple snakes, and then
I think once we hit 7, it was like, okay, it's rat time, because this food bill's ridiculous.
Right.
And then fortunately we got into some breeding stock of people that were getting out here, and now we've just toned it down where we're going to we have a lot of ASFs, which we feed our collection with, and we have still a lot of Norways, but we'll probably just be selling predominantly at expos and then to a few local people.
For us out here, that's the tricky part of the business.
It is.
Because, baby season will hit, and then everybody will want to clean you out. But the rest of the year, it's hit and miss on orders. We have a couple people that have been really solid, consistent, but even when it's slow, it's slow.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And you still have to have the time
and the money to pay for the rat food, which is a lot.
Yes. So a pallet of rat food for us is about $1,800 out here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So keep that in
Man,
mind.
I thought rats were expensive. I thought rats were expensive where I'm at, but holy smokes.
Yeah, out here it's expensive. When we were rolling all the way, we were buying a pallet of rat food a month.
Yeah,
a month and a half. And then you get to the point where you're realizing that you are not, the money you're bringing in from selling the rats does not equal the money that you need to feed the rats. You start
to use the black oil sunflower seeds too, because if you start adding stuff on like that as well, that bill starts getting expensive, and I only do the Norwegians myself, and they do get expensive, and I ain't got a big colony, just something to feed off my collection, and yeah, I could just imagine you guys and how many colonies do you guys currently have?
Oh, good grief. We downsized a lot. So now we have 18 colonies
of Norwegians,
19 colonies of Norways, and then
too many ASFs still.
Yeah, probably.
But we really cut down the numbers. So we've probably got,
I think we have 30 maybe ASF
I was going to
colonies.
say probably about 40.
Okay. But we did pare them down because we had big colonies, and now we're running
like 1 to 3. Yeah.
Or 1 to 3.
1 to 3.
Okay. Brad, do you have any questions for them?
Well, I think they really answered a good amount of them on kind of what they do, what got them into it. If you had one, it could be any species of snake at all. What would the species of snake be if you could have your dream snake?
I love the rainbow boas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are.
We have a couple of rainbow boas, and then we have our down payment on one of the hybrid ones from Scales.
No super dwarfs from Garrett or nothing like that.
No, I like the indigos.
Yeah, Kurt likes the indigos.
Yeah,
I like the rainbows.
The Mexican red tail indigos.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I recently just picked up my first rainbow boa, but unfortunately, I call it the poor man rainbow boa though, because I got the Colombian, so it's more brown than the Brazilian, so it's not real colorful, but it's still. I got my first one.
Yeah. And they're still beautiful.
They're still beautiful.
Yeah.
I love our king snakes too. I just don't hold our king snakes because they musk us, and I don't like that very much.
Yeah.
See, I've never had that problem.
Huge.
I have a king snake. Brian has witnessed it bite me because I got stupid and didn't think. I said, "Oh yeah, I got this and this and this." I said, "Oh, here's my king snake," and he goes, "Hey, didn't you just handle other snakes?" I said, "Oh, I forgot," and I went to go put her back, and she bit a hold of the palm of my hand. I mean, but she's still small enough where like you don't realize she bites you because she's still so small. But she doesn't really musk though at all. That's what stopped me from buying a milk snake, because milk snakes I hear musk a whole lot.
Let me tell you, it's probably the worst to get musked on.
Mm-hmm. I got it when we got the big girl that's over here in a tank next to us, and now she is full grown. She's massive, and every time we come over here to get on the computer, she comes to the glass and looks at us because she's waiting to be fed. But I thought it was going to be so cool. It was like 2 years ago. We got her, and I was like, I'm going to take her out at this expo, and I'm going to hold her. And our son was sitting right below me, and I was holding her, and she musked and just missed his head, but like got all over my pants and all over my hands. And then I had to spend the rest of the expo smelling like that. And
and like white streaks on her black shirt. It was pretty gross.
Yeah, I can streaks on the black shirt. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
So
now of course you're at an expo, so
what are some of the pairings that you're looking forward to doing next year?
Next year. So we'll probably start, if the girls are ready, we'll probably start pairing tomorrow. But
We have to ultrasound again this weekend.
It's Ultramel Pied stuff.
Oh, nice.
So we picked up a scrambler. It might be OD Ultramel Pied from Chris Hernan.
Oh, really?
Male.
Actually,
Yeah, a male.
I'm having him on the show next week. Next weekend, he'll be on the show.
He is one of our favorite people to deal with. He's amazing. His what he's producing is absolute fire.
Oh, yes.
And he's
The
a super
scrambler
nice
stuff is the high OD scrambler stuff that he just posted on Instagram is really amazing stuff. And he's always produced amazing stuff too. So
Yep.
if you're working with any of his genetics, oh my God, you guys got some real fire over there.
Yeah, and that's one of the people that we really enjoyed meeting at Southeast. Spent a lot of time talking to him.
Nice.
So good question for you too. Good question for you too. Brian has seen it. I've sent Brian some pictures. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to keep him, and if I do, what to breed him to. Brian, you've seen the snake I won that was one of Justin's, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I did this like, comment, share thing on Instagram. I can't even, I'm drawing a blank right now with who it was, but they're smaller. They just started out, and they got into doing reptiles, like breeding them and stuff, because their son loved them, and unfortunately their son passed away. So they did this giveaway to get followers to their page and stuff, and I ended up winning a ivory spot nose, possible fire clown het desert ghost het G stripe. And I was kind of leery on it. And when I won it, I was like, wait, is this really one of Canova's? And I reached out to Canova, and he was like, yes, it's legit. I'm not part of it, but I have him. I just don't know if I'm going to keep him and what to pair to him, because there's a lot there.
Yeah.
So would you have any ideas on something like that, what to pair to?
Run that back again. So everything is going to be yellow belly, and then
spot
ivory. Nose.
It's spot nose, fire, clown, double het G stripe desert ghost. And they said it's possible fire, but the way it's looking is it's fire, because a lot of the yellowness from the ivory is gone.
Okay. The first thing I'm thinking is, do you have any visual, like G stripes, desert ghosts, anything like that?
I have desert ghost. I have a pinstripe. Oh, what is that? It's a pinstripe, I think, fire desert ghost. Hang on, I'll have to pull that one up again. I'm drawing a blank.
So my first thoughts are, if you're not huge on making visual clowns, you could always take that male animal and move that project forward. Move the goalpost down 3 years.
Yeah.
Like take a G stripe or a visual desert ghost, or put it with that, and try to get visuals there with the 100% het clowns. But the trick is, super fires could look really cool in some combos, but I'd try to stay away from that. White snake.
I don't have any females that
well with the yellow belly.
Yeah, I don't have any females that would be desert ghost. The only female that I have that would be anything with it's a red stripe het clown.
Okay. And that would be great. Spot nose, red stripe clown poss hats. You couldn't go wrong there. Yeah, even yellow belly, at worst, like yellow belly het clown, it's still going to be a nice bright yellow belly from the het clown.
Right. So
yeah, it's a good animal. It's a good male.
Yes, it is. All right. So getting off the reptile subject a little bit, you guys do quite a few different podcasts. Am I correct? because I do believe you guys still do the inner circle and the one with lace.
We just do show me your rack. So we had so many, and now we've pared it back to just show me a rack, because we help Craig on Epic, and that needs more time. And we also wanted our Friday nights and Saturdays back.
Right. So you're helping Craig with the Epic. You want to talk a little bit about that? That sounds
oh my gosh, that's coming up next weekend.
Yes, that sounds pretty exciting. So
it's coming up next weekend. It'll start at 10 a.m. our time, so 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it'll run for about 4 hours. It'll have content for keeping, breeding. You have to check out epic.com. There are so many different tracks that you can watch that are going to be simultaneously going with different sessions.
Right.
And
across a lot of different species.
Oh my, yes.
Bunch of different presenters. It should be bigger than last time. More epicer than last
time. What's going to be really, really neat this time is that some of the people that were interviewed last time are now going to be, instead of being the interviewees, they're going to be the interviewers. So they reached out after it was done and really enjoyed what they did. And now they're going to interview some people. So Mark Mandick is going to be interviewing somebody. Adam from Proper Royals is interviewing people. Kiri Molinaro is doing a kids summit and interviewed several kids in the industry. I got to sit down with Tyler Kirk from Spider Shop and do a whole tarantula talk, which was amazing. Craig has one on short tails and so many more. And then the keynote speaker is Emily from Snake Discovery. So
that's cool.
You really can't go wrong. There's something for everybody.
And the price is hard to beat.
Free 99.
Absolutely free.
I stole your right.
It just requires you to go and sign up and have at it.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Man, so there's hognose, carpet pythons.
I definitely don't know if I'll be able to afford that. Brian, I might have to dip into your wallet a little bit to be able to afford for that.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, I don't. It's something that everybody will benefit out of at no cost to them. So
yes,
it's just a little bit of your time, but put that on while you're, doing something else already, and just learn and love. That's the message there. Enjoy.
Right. Yeah, there really is something for everybody.
Then you guys said you're just doing the Show Me Your Rack podcast, and when is that? Is it on? And what time? What days? What time?
Sunday morning. So we're on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and then noon Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow we have Ozark Mountain Morphs on. So we get to see some Bambino stuff.
That's going to be a good interview. So now we'll get back to some of the Instagram stuff, because on Instagram, you guys were, mainly you, Nikki, you were posting a lot of little short videos featuring a certain ant that everybody loves. Are we like looking forward to seeing her come back or anytime soon?
She'll be back. Yep. She'll be back hopefully very soon.
The tricky thing with Aunt Vicky is you have to wait for somebody to present, something that's silly enough to get an Aunt Vicky video. Those are based on all true stories that we have had happen.
They are.
And I love them. They're so hilarious, and you can relate to them because like I said, I look forward to seeing more of them because they are so funny. You can relate to them, and just watching them brightens up your day. So
I'm glad you guys like them. Everybody has an Aunt Vicky. It's just depends on who it is.
Maybe we can get Dylan to do some more cameos. He likes that.
Yeah, Dylan really likes that.
So
not like that. I caught him by surprise.
Now, is there anything in your racks right now that you would like to show off to the camera? Anything that you would say is your favorite?
But we have favorite stuff. Our tricky thing is our snakes. Our snakes are out the door and out the back porch.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
which
the
isn't a
thing.
huge deal.
It's not a huge deal, but we do have some stuff in here. Not much in here though.
Well, I think there's
But
one
you
that
could get
I'm
some
not
stuff.
for. Well, see, I'm not for sure. I think I know what a king snake looks like. I think there's one pretty close to y'all. I mean, would you mind grabbing that one? No.
Yeah, no, not getting that one out. She's been staring at
I was
us.
gonna say she's moving around. That looks like a great way to get bit.
It does. I'm not touching her. She's a Mexican black king snake, and she's Black Widow for a reason. She
I will tell
she
you
is
that
huge. She's about this big around now.
Oh
out
wow.
of all
She's
king
a beast.
snakes, them are extremely hot around where I'm at, and I more like to where Brian's at. Man, them Mexican black king snakes, like everybody wants one.
I'll
Okay.
go grab a couple animals.
You go grab a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I go,
Kirk's gonna go get
Dustin had a question about getting. Should I get rid of a single gene clown? And here's my take on that. Here's my hot take. If it's a male and you don't have anything better, like I would say, if you have a male single visual clown, and I know Dustin has a acid het clown male, I would
Just had a
keep
clutch.
the acid het clown male and get rid of the single gene clown. But if it's a single gene female, there's always something you can do with that.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, and we were guilty of it as well. You have 6-7 codoms in a snake.
I'm gonna go get.
How in the world are you going to identify that? We have a hard time with 3 genes. So
That's what happens when you keep talking.
but
and
if
I
you
get
have your
scared.
single gene female and you've got a 3 codom male that you're going to put that to, you're going to have a much easier time producing accurate sellable animals. Are they going to be 6-7 grand? No. But you could probably make some cool stuff that's $600 and up with a single gene female clown.
And like I always say as well, you also got to take in consideration the market in your area too. I mean, if your market is more pet owners and hobbyists, you're not going to sell those $4,000 to $5,000 animals at your local expos. You're going to want to produce animals that's going to sell, which are, like I said, and you just said, is more the $400 or $500 animals. You know.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when you are breeding. I mean, we all want to make those beautiful animals, and that we all want to make, you know, that dream animal, because we all have that dream animal that we want to produce. But at the same time, if we are trying to make this a business, we do have to keep in mind the market and the market in our area at that time.
Yeah, 100% on that, because like Brian, like that ivory that I have that is produced by Justin Canova. I've had people, I've got that one posted up for sale because I'm not for show yet. I've had people laugh about it and they're like, we'll give you $300. That's all an ivory's worth. Well, yeah, but it's not, you know, that's a powerhouse ivory right there.
Right.
But they hear the word ivory, it's $200-300. Not realistically, but you're not going to find somebody in this area to give you $1,500 to give you $2,000.
Yeah.
Now, in my outlook on the single gene clown, like you said, if it's a male, you could trade it up for something different. Now, a female wise, no, because I remember asking Brian, I had 2 red stripe het clowns. One was a male, one was a female. I got rid of the male for the simple reason is if you're trying to recreate or make just a certain thing, let's say, you know, like the Desert Ghost boy I have that is Desert Ghost, Spot Nose Fire, and I think Pinstripe is in there. Now, if I'm trying to recreate that, I don't want a female that's got 50 other codoms or even another codom in there. I want it just to be, you know, for an instance, clown, because then I know I have a little bit of a better, easier chance of recreating what I already have because it doesn't have a bunch of codoms to compete with.
Right, right.
So Nikki brought one of our one of our last clutches. So do you remember the pairing on that?
I can look it up. I was going to bring you one of the ones that we thought was special, but is special and it was trying to attack me on
Yeah,
my way.
they're possible cinnamon enchie special OD.
Wow.
Wow.
Let me
But
log into husband.
this one's fairly simple. But we had one copy of GHI, and I think we ended up with like 6 GHI snakes, which is nuts.
Wow. Yeah.
It looks simple, but it's very clean and crisp. That is
I like
very
that.
beautiful.
That
I like it a lot.
popping out on it with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki will tell you the pairing. I'm going to go grab something or 2 somethings.
That
Okay,
is
we can be done with
definitely
babies. The other
something
ones
that
were nasty.
that is definitely something I have an open slot in a rack for.
Yeah, right. So the pairing was our cinnamon. It was a cinnamon het pied to our orange dream het hypo and sheep hide. So nope, not that one. I lied to you. That was the other one. That was the evil one that I tried to bring you. This was our Inchi pied het hypo to our GHI Inchi clown.
That makes more sense. Yeah, I was gonna say that baby looked like that.
I got really excited to bring the pied one in because she's so cute. She's all white, and then just the tip of her tail has pattern, but she's cinnamon, and now their cinnamon is showing these days.
Oh.
So I tapped her on the head, and she just opened her mouth and sat there staring at me. I was like, "Yeah, you don't get to come in now. I'm not bringing you in the house."
She said, "You won't get the king snake out to get musk on, so I'm just gonna bite you."
Yeah, she was going to. That whole clutch has gotten feisty now, and I swear it's the cinnamon in them, where the other ones are not. They're much more peaceful.
That ivory boy I have, he's got days where he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm good," and then there's days where he's like, "I'm gonna eat you. Like, come here. I want you."
Yeah. In your opinion, do you feel that some of the offspring from the babies take on the personalities of the parents?
I think it can, yeah, because we haven't had enough clutches really to see yet, but we have a female that had a clutch for us 3 years ago, and she's super chill, and her babies are all super chill. All of hers were, and the dad was super chill too. Where the mom of these cinnamons is spicy. She every time you open the bin now. So I think they have taken on mom's personality. That is for sure.
Right. Yeah.
So time will tell as we have more clutches, but right now, yes.
I've had a couple of clutches from the same male, and the male is like super chill, and it does seem like a lot of his babies are chill. Now, I'm not saying every single one of them because I've had a couple of his pretty dang feisty, but it does seem like a lot of them are taking on his personality, or of that more laid back. I don't care if you boot me on the snoot or not. I'm just going to chill.
I've lost Kurt's earphones.
Uh-oh.
I have to steal his headphones. Let's see if I can hear you.
No, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, I'm battling my headphones.
Right. Well, like I was saying,
definitely.
I had a male that had a couple of clutches already. I think he's had 3 clutches, and out of the 3 clutches, like a good 80% of his babies are super chill, like he is. And the other ones are pretty feisty, but a lot of them are chill.
Yeah. No, we shall see what happens over time.
Now, so with the GHI cinnamon enchie that you just showed, is that something that you plan on furthering? Is that one of your holdbacks?
I don't know which ones we're holding back from that yet. That's going to be Kurt's department, but I really like that one. And I know that we have in the meantime have purchased some more GHI stuff.
Okay.
So
now, where would you want to take your GHI project? Like what are some of the big genetics that you would like to add to it?
Here's what you're going to learn about me. Kurt is the one that does all of that part. I'm the one that picks the pretty genes and he mixes them together.
Okay.
So he'll
I'll
be back in a
definitely-
minute, and he'll tell you all about it.
All
I'll
right.
definitely tell you one that I definitely enjoy, and I own one. It would be awesome to find a female to pair with him. But I have a black cat GHI Inchy yellow belly, and
Oh,
the darkness of him, it is wild. In pictures, in pictures, it doesn't do justice, but like in person, he's just a little bit lighter than y'all's t-shirt. I mean, he is amazing.
What do you want to pair GHI with? I said I pick the pretty jeans and you put the jeans together.
So
Yeah,
I want to put GHI with Ultramel, Scrambler, and Pied.
Okay. That would be an amazing combination. So what do you got there?
So this is something we picked up from one of the Keys auctions. And this guy is a yellow belly pastel NR Mandarin clown.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, he's remember who was it? It wasn't Ozark, was it?
No, no.
I can't remember who we got it
I
from.
can't remember either,
But
but
they
they were very
They were
nice.
gracious enough to donate this.
Oh, that's
And we ended up getting a almost a snipe bid on it. It ended right as our last bid came through.
okay.
What were you looking
So,
for?
I definitely like some of them alien heads on there. They definitely have like a screaming future.
Scrambler, female, Ultramel Scrambler.
now, do you plan on adding hypo to that combination? Because I know the Mandarin looks really good with hypo.
Yeah, that's kind of the direction we're going to go for there. Hypo clown pied stuff
Nice.
eventually is the end goal. And I know people are dogging on pied, but Nikki and I really like pied, and a lot of people like pied, and
So do
a lot of
Do
this
you
is
like more? Do you
Go
like
ahead.
more of the high white pied, or do you like more of a pied that has the pattern?
so Nikki is a high white pied fan. I personally loathe high white pieds. For the only reason is they are the first snakes to get absolutely disgusting.
Yes.
You're like,
Yes.
oh, I got this really nice looking. Oh, it's brown now because it's been rolling around in its own feces.
Or it got the cocoa bedding stain on it, and that.
Right.
Yeah.
And also,
See, that's
we do a
what
lot
I
of
run into.
shipping through Morph Market, right?
Right.
So when you ship a high white pied or a bell or anything white, super fires, there's a chance that they're going to be in shed, and then they're going to have pink highlight marks. People are going to say, oh, your snake's got, scale rot. Look at it. And it's like, all right, it's not scale rot. It's in shed. I'm sorry.
Right.
If you want to take it to the vet, like the last time this happened to us, it was a cinnamon pied male. And I'm like, if you want to take it to the vet, I'll cut you some money back, but it's just in shed.
Right. Let it shed out, and it's going to look beautiful
it's
for
gonna be
about a
just
week,
fine.
and then it's going to start getting dirty again.
That was exactly when it was when I got the ivory. I mean, I knew as soon as anytime I've ever got a snake shipped to me, it's always been in shed. So when I got that ivory and it looked, pinkish, kind of wild, I was like, nothing to freak out about it. It's give it a couple days, it's going to look awesome. It's going to be done, over with. It's going to be shed out. But that's what the high whites are nice, but like you did say, because I have a banana spide, which the head is the only color, the rest of the body pearl white, beautiful. But if you put it on anything but in a way like an aspen bedding, you just make sure they have plenty of water to stay hydrated, and the humidity levels are good.
Oh yeah, I like
that. That is an Ultramel
gets
Scrambler pied from Chris Hernan.
Oh,
This is a female.
So you said you need my shipping address, right?
Right.
Right.
Oh, that is beautiful.
I'm a believer that ASFs, if you can have them and feed them, they really pump these animals. The animals thrive on ASFs because she has doubled in size since we got her.
And ready to eat right now.
Yeah, she's ready to eat my face right now.
That is an Ultramel Scrambler pied he's holding. That is a beautiful animal, powerful animal.
So,
so
you talk about ASFs. What is your opinion on? Okay, you said if you can feed them, feed them. I have had a problem before where I had a ball python that was addicted to them. She wouldn't eat anything else, and it got to the point where it was too hard for me to find ASFs.
right.
So, do
So
you
that
believe? I mean, giving them here and there, so that they don't. Do you believe that they can get in a way addicted to them?
I mean, they're probably honestly not much different than humans. We can get stuck on any, oh, that's my favorite food. I'm gonna eat nothing but McDonald's cheeseburgers for 2 years. I think it's the same kind of thing. But I also think when they get hungry enough, they will take what you give them.
Yeah.
For our experience, we've had worse problems with people feeding mice. And I know there's a lot of people that have incredible success on mice. We had the worst time with mice. 2 or 3 mouse go into one animal and it's not growing.
Right.
But
No.
if you can feed them a varied diet, which is why we have Norwegians, we'll go ASFs, give them smaller meals with ASFs, and then maybe every once in a while offer them a small rat.
Right. So
See, I wish I could find them in a way,
right
because I have a GHI blackhead yellow belly. That's all. He'll only eat mice. I can't. I'm like, Brian, you know about that because I showed him to you and stuff. He will only eat mice. I need to try to get him to at least eat something else that's more nutritious.
So this is one of our first productions. We've lucked out and got an incredible black pastel het clown female, and she throws the most wild black pastel babies you've ever seen.
Yes, it is. That's beautiful. So
this is, I believe, OD black pastel yellow belly het clown. It's probably 800 or 900 gram female.
Oh, she's nice.
Yeah,
So
black
let me
nightmare.
ask you, in a ballpark figure, what is your overhead cost for running your rattery and the ball pythons and everything?
Monthly, if we guessed monthly, well, the number is gonna be a little high now, but
Right.
I would have to say, if we weren't supplementing by selling rodents to people, it would probably be close to $800 to $1,000 between food, electricity, gas, that kind of stuff. No, that's not even time.
And how much would you say monthly are you recouping back?
Well, right now with all of our infertile clutches, probably about zero.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just making enough, and that's what people don't understand when they see us selling a bunch of rats and stuff. We're just buying rat food. So this one's kind of cool. This is something that I'm just starting to get into. This is a Nyala furrow het clown female that we picked up from Hub City Koi. I mean, this is a beautiful animal. She might have lesser as well in her because there's a lot of butter.
Too much of the knowledging. Exactly what is that doing?
So Nyala and furrow are what's giving you that weird pattern.
Okay.
They're both pattern genes. I've got a super furrow female sitting next to me. I'll pull out and show you. But this is why that I like Morph Market auctions. You can pick up stuff like this that we can't find it here. But I think we paid $225.
Oh wow.
With before shipping for her.
Yeah, that's.
And then we bought a ODYB pied het hypo at the same time. So just throw it in one box and send it over.
Nice. And yeah, that's really unique. I haven't seen nothing like that.
So you get a lot of with furrow especially. There's a ton of butter and lesser in it. So you have to like butter lesser.
Right.
Otherwise, you might as well just forget about it, because pretty much everything being sold is butter lesser furrow.
Okay. So with that
But-
being said, you kind of have to be careful with the pairings then, because with that being butter lesser being in that bell complex, you
Yep.
know.
Which is why I've got a structure for all the males we buy. No
Okay.
bell jeans, and I try not to buy any yellow belly in them.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. I purposely put and like the black pastel, cinnamon, stuff like that. I try to keep that all on the female side.
Okay.
So then you take your male and you can put it to anything in your collection, and you won't run the risk of having dead out of the egg
Right.
and white snakes. But
Right, right.
that
Which
took
are probably the two biggest things us breeders try to avoid is the white snake and the dead out of the egg or kinked.
Yep,
Like,
kinked. Yep. Yeah,
So-
that probably took. So we've been breeding for 3 and probably buying for 5. That probably took me 4 years to figure out and stick to, because there's so many pretty male snakes that people sell
Right.
because they have those genes in them, and they don't want to produce those said
Right,
animals.
Right. And and some of them are so powerful, like there's so many genes that you do want in it, and it's like that one gene, that one lesser or that one yellow belly gene, it really throws the whole damn male off.
Yep. And for a lot of us, it's not that big of a deal, especially
No.
with shed testing.
Right.
You can run the risk and then test it out. So, and a great example of that is we picked up two females from Matt from Ebony and Ivory. We picked up a clown pied female,
Okay.
and then it's an ivory lace, I think pied het clown or clown het pied, and you couldn't see the lace, so we had to shed test for the lace.
Right.
What luckily it hit, and that's a Canova snake. So I don't know how Justin does it with his magnificent eyes, but man, I got to give that guy credit.
Some lace is really hard to see in combinations. I mean, even
Especially the super yellow belly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's actually pretty awesome that it did hit for that lace, and that's a powerful snake, man.
Yep. She's a slow eater though, so we'll put her in the slow lane and just go around her for now.
Right. Well,
then,
give her 4 years, 4 or 5 years. If she's a slow eater, she'll be up to size by then.
We're in no rush.
Right. That's I think one of the biggest things we as breeders have to practice is patience, because you start pairing up that male to the female, and you're anticipating those eggs, and it could be 8 months before you get the eggs, and then another 2 months before the eggs even hatch.
And that's if your male fertilized those eggs.
Yeah.
Or if the female decided that male's sperm was good enough for her. You know how these fancy ladies are.
Oh yeah.
So here's one that we got from Billy up at Mutation Creation. So this is a enhancer.
Ooh.
Het genetic stripe het clown. So I like enhancer over DG just because you have that little bit more black.
Yeah, and it's another color palette too. It has a different color palette than the DG does. I think the enhancer brings in more yellows than the DG.
I'm still not going to knock DG though.
No,
it's still great. Like, did you guys see I can't remember who bred it, so I'm sorry, but the Sunset Clown Desert Ghost?
No, I haven't. No,
I was scrolling. I was doing one of those doom scrolls, and I came across it, and I'm like, oh my god, that thing is beautiful. It looked incredible. But I'm a Sunset fan, so you also have to like Sunset.
Right. Now,
see, I like how clean and crisp that was, but then like you almost had in a way like what DG does, but that was a little bit brighter and not as dulled out as DG.
Now, did you guys go up to see Billy last weekend?
No. we don't make too many trips, but it's on the list of possibles for next year, depending on what we got going on.
See, I didn't make the trip myself. I ain't got the proper paperwork. Like I can get into Canada, I just can't get back home from Canada.
Wonderful.
So I ain't got the proper paperwork to be able to do the whole border thing, or I would have went. My good boy Sammy here.
Sammy,
Yeah.
what's up?
Oh, what's up, Sammy?
Now he was up there with them, Chrissy in and Billy and all of them. I think Paul was up there from Large Mars Morse, all and that. So it looked like he had a great time. So it's something I would definitely like to do.
Now, well, Brian, I got you. I got you covered. I got that big SUV that I won't stash you in the trunk at all. Yeah.
So
I was looking at Mob Boss's comment. Chocolate Stranger hypo to a super chocolate Enchi hypo butter. I think that would look really good because you run the odds of getting super chocolate being dark and then the butter pulling out the bright pattern towards the belly and Enchi pulling all the pattern up. It could be really beautiful. And then with hypo, it'll look great forever. So you can't knock it.
Yeah. Well, you
See,
can't.
I'm wondering if that pattern then would give you.
Yeah.
I wonder if that pattern would give you then that darkness like you get with like the GHI, well, like the blackhead, inchies, like how you get that real nice dark pattern. I could see chocolate doing that too, potentially.
Yeah, it should give you. I don't know a lot about chocolate, but it should give you similar results. Should give you that nice contrast of dark to light.
Yeah, because I had a chocolate, and man, I got tired of hearing it though. They were like, "It's a normal. It looks normal. It's a and it's like, shut up, it's chocolate." Like,
yeah. So this is
Steve bought a metal pastel chocolate double head. DG got some beautiful babies. Nice. But go ahead, Kurt.
Oh, I was gonna say this is one of the Bell jeans that I'm excited to work with. So this is a disco. It's a disco blackhead Enchi hypo, and we picked this up from Sloan Morphs. Our friend Darren.
Yep. Darren.
Yeah.
Yep. Teeth and cheeks.
Yep. The Cheeks, Mr. Cheeks. That was great, man. So we picked up just a disco hypo, and then I went, what else do you have laying around that you're going to sell? So, and blackhead is something that we're starting to, last year or so, we started purchasing. But,
now, is there any genetics that you have in your rack right now that are normally worked? Because I know there's a lot of slept on genetics. Let's say like Bongo is a slept, I feel is a slept on genetics. Do you have any of genetics like that you're just kind of hiding away that you plan on you working?
Yeah, the worst part is all that stuff that we have is pastel. So it's like pastel Bongo, and then we have 2 pastel Bongo females, and neither of them are cooperating. They're not building, they're not pairing, they're not locking. But yeah, we've got stuff like that. We've got Mojave.
Nice. Confusion.
Oh, Confusion. Yeah, we went Confusion. So I know Acid Confusion's the same thing, or at least I think it is.
It's similar. Yeah. I mean, I have both in my rack. You can see a little bit of a difference when you have them side by side.
Yes,
but they are very similar. But go ahead.
What else do we have that's common but uncommon, if you will?
I mean, look.
I know we've got a lot of we have a lot of GHI stuff, and I like GHI Mojave and GHI OD.
Nice. I just got into GHI myself. Now, how do you feel about like the Stranger gene?
Stranger, I'm jaded on because we bought it when it was so expensive. Okay. So we have a Mojave Stranger female she'll probably be ready to go this year. Absolutely beautiful how it looks, but we paid an absorbent amount of money, and now I'm looking, you can get them for 500, 600, $700. And that's the problem with codoms, right? And which is why I like Ash's theory from Morph Minded. He says, make sure you guard that. If you feel like you have something, make sure you get it into the right people's hands. And for him, part of that is you got to pay to play, like all the big dogs, which I don't disagree with. He's been putting time and energy and life into that project. So if him and his chosen people that have been working that with him say it's $2,500 minimum to play, for instance, right on, man, you get yours. You're doing it right.
See, and that's why I bought that redhead.
So this is a self-produced one from the first year we bred. This guy is pinstripe leopard. We believe it's extreme gene. We had to write Ken Masick and ask him. He said it was. So it's pinstripe leopard extreme gene het sunset. And if you look at the line there between where the dark and the light on the belly is right here on the side, it's not really picking it up in the camera. Let's see if it'll focus. There you go. It's kind of orangey yellow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
you can see that.
That's a trait. It looks better in person, but we were told from our first mentor that's the trait of het sunset. That's how you see it immediately. Gives you that nice
and
bright.
We tested him, and he is.
Yep. And Charlie agreed that it was het sunset.
Oh, well, congratulations. That's going to make some really amazing babies. Now, what besides, of course, you're going to get something het sunset. What else are you planning on throwing with that? I mean, I know you want to kind of stay away from the pastel with it. Are you going to try to go like ultra male with it, or?
We haven't really decided. I like hypo and pied with sunset.
Okay.
But right now we're getting more into ultramel stuff, because I was against ultramel for a long time, and Nikki finally beat me into submission. and I really got a shout out for Chris, because without seeing Chris Hernan stuff, I probably would still be like, I don't think so. Ultramel's just kind of like dulls them out, but it looks really good with pied.
Now, I do believe it was Leviathan Snakes just posted something, Sunset Ultramel. I'm not 100% sure if it was them or not, but I know I scrolled across one and I want to say it was, but it started making me change my mind on the sunset. I'm not a big sunset person. I'm not a big sunset fan, but after seeing that Ultramel sunset, it is starting to change my opinion on the sunset now.
Yeah, so ultramel sunsets have been floating around Europe for a while. And I know like Nixon and Neurify, Krista, and I forgot Nixon Reptile's first name. But they both, I believe, imported stuff for that project.
Right.
Because it is beautiful sunset ultramel stuff. Yes. So we have a shot at getting double het stuff this year. And that'll potentially be OD, Mojave, ultramel, or het ultramel, and het sunset. 100%. Ooh. But like you said, we're still waiting to see if she's going to lay in, like she has big follicles. When we ultrasound her, they're in the 30s. But we're waiting to see if they pop out and are fertile.
Right.
Fortunately, that male was one of our only males that did produce a fertile clutch this year, but that was ultramel hypo, and that was when the incubator was bad.
Okay. Wow.
But
dang. And wow. So I do believe you guys are going on about an hour. So I'm going to have one more question for you. And usually if you watch my show, I try to keep my questions a little bit more fun, lighthearted, and that. So my question is, we have Aunt Vicky. Is there any chance that we will see a Uncle Ted in the near future?
Definitely not Ted, because Nikki actually has an Uncle Ted. So
okay. I mean, we could name him Uncle Buck.
There you go, Uncle Buck. That would be more fitting. Running into some, tin trash cans. That's more my style.
Oh yeah. We could do it, Uncle Buck Wild. Hey, what? Yeah, it could be Uncle Buck.
Right. I don't know. I don't usually have the creative genius that Nikki has when it comes to that stuff.
Right.
I'm more just mellow. I just want to hang out.
Okay.
I like to nerd out on genetics, though, as you could tell. I'm out of control.
So, what's Nikki have to say about the Uncle Buck idea?
I don't know, Nikki. What do you think? Doing a collab with Aunt Vicky and Aunt Vicky's husband.
I don't know. Aunt Vicky's pretty bitter. I don't think she ever got married.
Oh.
If Aunt Vicky ever got married, if Aunt Vicky ever got married, I think it'd be Uncle Buck taking a nap over in the corner so we didn't make Aunt Vicky mad.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that character would always have a flask. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get a cigar.
Exactly. I can get behind that. Yeah, whatever.
So just to let everybody know how they can get a hold of you if they are interested in one of your animals, or if they just want to reach out to you and say hi.
Oh, probably the best way is Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't message me. Message Nikki.
Yeah, we have 2 accounts. So there's just Irresistible Pythons. And then there's Irresistible Pythons Kurt.
Yeah. So, and I say don't message me because I'm horrible about looking at my messages.
Okay. And you guys got a Morph Market account?
You can't message him though.
Yeah, we've got Morph Market.
There's
we've
nothing
got
on it, though.
Yeah, there's nothing on it right now.
Okay.
But there will be stuff going on it probably within the month of October.
All right. So
And we'll probably be doing free shipping on all that stuff.
And if they wanted to get a hold of you and maybe see you guys live at a show, what would be the next show that you possibly would be vending?
We're going to there's a Show Me show in November here, the first one ever.
Yeah, and that's the closest show that's ever been offered to where we live. So we're going to go check that out. But usually it's January and July in Puyallup, Washington at the fairgrounds. And then probably every other year in Hillsboro in April.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last thing is if you had any advice for the new breeders coming into the scene, what would that advice be to them?
Oh, there's lots of stuff. But the number one thing right now that I have been telling people is, yes, there is money in this hobby. However, if you're expecting a quick buck, forget about it, because it went from 3 to 5 to looking at 5 to 10. That's like most people's, the most average people's turnaround. You're gonna turn around and make profit 5 to 10 for sure.
Right.
So don't be jumping on that bandwagon of let's do this. We're gonna make a quick buck, because it's just not gonna happen.
Right. It's not that get rich quick scheme, guys. This is something that you gotta love doing, because like Kurt said, it's not something you're going to wake up tomorrow and be a rich person. It takes a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of effort. And remember, guys, like I always say, with hard work, determination, and positivity, your dreams too can become a reality. And until next time.
Absolutely.
I tried Red Bull and got so disgusted I created my own energy drink. In my apartment, I looked at what Big Energy was putting in their cans. Artificial colors, sugars, and ingredients I couldn't pronounce, and thought, there has to be a better way. So I became obsessed, studying ingredients, flavors, and formulations until I created what an energy drink should actually be. Dubby was born with a simple mission: be better. That means no jitters, no crashes, 0 sugars, no artificial colors or dyes, and absolutely no calories. We started with just 1 flavor in that tiny apartment, reinvesting every penny back into the brand. Today, I'm proud to say we've created over 15 unique custom-made flavors enjoyed by thousands of monthly customers. From humble beginnings to taking on the giants, we're proving that when you focus on quality and clean ingredients, people notice. That's the Dubby difference.